Good afternoon from the floor. See me. This is Chris Robinson with your Traders Exclusive comment for today, Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. First of all, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If you're watching this, it's a good time of the year to kick back and relax. I would be careful trading. Holiday markets are very, very thin. That's the one thing I would say today, moving between now and even next week. If you don't have a position on already that you have to manage, I would resist the temptation to do something, find something else to do, probably Friday. Now, if you're in the markets, if you've got risk, you've got to be aware that Friday, December options are expiring. So I'm going to start with corn, wheat, and beans. That's a big month. It's new crop protection for corn. In my opinion, there's probably going to be a push to settle December corn right around 350, 345. There are a lot of put options there that the people who sold earlier, they don't want those in the money. So they've got a vested interest in having futures settle right around 349, 350. So those options aren't worth a whole lot of money. Just 6-7 days ago, those 350 puts were worth about 15, 16 cents. So we've had a good bounce. So I would watch that level in December corn. Chicago December wheat, I would watch the 425 level. And then for January beans, now there are December options, which go off Jan beans. Jan beans is the top step month right now. We've had a push up today as I'm sitting here right around $10. Again, no surprise. The market gets drawn to these areas where there's a lot of option open interest. And I think that, and like I said, I can't stress this enough. If you don't have something on, resist the temptation to trade, because 90% of the people that are generally in the markets are not going to be, sitting in front of their screens tomorrow, or excuse me, Friday. Obviously, Thursday's a holiday, Friday's a half day. We'll turn the machines back on Sunday night. You can get back at it Sunday night if you want to. Monday, we'll open up and we've got the rest of the month. That's number one. So my one piece of advice is be careful trading. You don't have to be in the market all the time. So if you have a chance to walk away from this market over the holiday, I would. For producers, I would say make sure that you've got your hedges mapped out. Hopefully you've already got them mapped out for after options expiration. And then we'll look forward to better things next week. We're starting to trade weather in South America. So now we're getting away from yields and harvests and everything here in the U.S. and we're focused on what's going on in South America with that production. This time of the year, we can whip around quite in a quite volatile manner if we start getting weather issues in South America. So there may be some opportunity between now and the first of the year in the grains. Pulling over to the livestock, the biggest piece of news was that the Russians banned exports from Brazil into Russia of both beef and pork. That gave a little bit of a bounce after a market had sold off here recently in the cattle and lean hogs. If you're a producer, take advantage of that. Make sure you're setting a hedge. But it was nice to see a little bit of a bounce. We'll see if the ban stays into effect. I've seen this before where sometimes the Russians will put out a press release or they'll do a ban and then quietly take the opposite position. They've been known to do that in the past. So they'll make an announcement, the market breaks, they step in and buy it. They make an announcement, the market rallies, they step in and sell it. So it wouldn't be unusual 5, 6, 7, 10 days from now to see the market correct after this announcement by the Russians. So that's about it. This time of the year, you don't want to overtrade. Make sure that you're trading in a very disciplined manner. The markets can whip around quite a bit because as the holidays get into swing, the markets get less and less liquid. There's less and less people. The two best times to trade are obviously going to be in the opening and the close. During the day, the markets can whip around, quite honestly, because people are trading less and less as we close out the year. Again, have a happy Thanksgiving. This is Chris Robinson. Take care.